Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Jennifer Williams and I'm the Content and Partnerships Executive here at SFG20. I'm here today with Wayne Barraclough, Product Manager at SFG20, who is responsible for our software solution Facilities IQ, as well as special guest Allan Parker, who is the Director of Tabs FM. We're so glad to see that you've all joined us today to hear about SFG20, Facilities IQ, and the Digital Partner Programme, and to hear about all the huge benefits that they can bring to your organisation. Before we begin, don't forget that you can participate in this webinar by using the reactions as well as the comments tab to submit your questions, which we'll answer for you later on. You can find both of these tabs at the bottom of your screen. Also, it's not too late to forward this webinar on to anyone who you think would benefit from this session. So let's get started. So who are SFG20? SFG20 is recognised as the industry standard for building maintenance specification, and for over 35 years has been dedicated to helping to keep buildings safe and supporting organisations in achieving operational excellence and compliance. SFG20 was formed in 1990 by the Building Engineering Services Association, which is also known as BESA, in response to the need for a standardised approach to building maintenance. If you feel like you're constantly playing catch-up with new legislation and regulations, SFG20 can support you with our growing library of over 1,000 maintenance schedules, which each include up-to-date guidance around what maintenance tasks need to be performed, by whom and how often. You may now be wondering how exactly the SFG20 standard can be accessed and how you can use it effectively. All of SFG20's guidance is accessed via our intelligent software solution Facilities IQ, which is home to over 1,000 maintenance schedules. It's the only way to put the SFG20 standard into practice and manage your compliance with legislation, regulations, as well as standards and codes of best practice that all affect building maintenance and safety. Let's now take a look at what's included in an SFG20 schedule. An SFG20 maintenance schedule is a collection of tasks related to maintaining a specific asset or a building fabric. Each schedule contains the asset type name, the unique reference code, the task name, the task criticality, task timing, task frequency, the skill set required, task instructions, and links to relevant legislation and other supporting documents. Our maintenance schedules save you the hours of time you would normally spend drawing up a legally compliant specification to maintain your assets. We use a colour code system to indicate the criticality and legal requirements of different maintenance tasks, meaning no more wasted time prioritising your assets or sorting between statutory and non-essential tasks. Red tasks are statutory or legal, and they signify activities that may assist in achieving legal compliance. The term statutory denotes anything required by primary and secondary legislation. Amber tasks are optimal, and they signify critical and/or industry best practice tasks. They include maintenance activities that cannot be directly linked to primary and secondary legislation, but they should be carried out to prevent business disruption. Green tasks are deemed as discretionary or non-critical maintenance. They include any optional maintenance activities for assets or systems which would have a limited impact on the business if they were to fail. Pink tasks are deemed as business critical to ensure sector or organisation compliance, and they can be applied by tailoring an SFG20 schedule. They are deemed critical to the operation of a business or a contractual and/or operational requirement, but they are not a statutory obligation as determined by primary or secondary legislation. By using Facilities IQ, you can create maintenance regimes which contain our schedules. These then allow you to plan and carry out the required work. You can do this easily by choosing an FM system who is a digital partner, which brings me on to our fantastic Digital Partner Programme. If you've ever felt like this man in this image, we're here to catch you before you fall. Did you know that one of the biggest reasons why people unwittingly fall off the SFG20 standard is because their FM systems do not contain the latest version of the standard? The problem with this out-of-date content is that it can put your building's occupants at risk and render your organisations non-compliant. In the past, it was all too easy to upload SFG20 content once onto your CAFM and then even not realise or forget that the SFG20 standard updates monthly. In fact, there can be up to 700 updates per year. So how does this all tie into our Digital Partner Programme exactly? Our Digital Partner Programme connects FM systems such as CAFM, CMMS and IWMS to Facilities IQ via our Application Programming Interface, which is also known as an API. This allows SFG20 content to automatically populate into your system, including SFG20 updates, which you can choose to implement at any time that best suits you. So not only does this save you hours of manual data entry, but it also prevents the double handling of data. Most importantly, it ensures that you're working to the most up-to-date standard of the up-to-date version of the SFG20 standard, and therefore you're staying compliant. So how does our Digital Partner Programme API work exactly? And what are the benefits? It couldn't be easier. Once your FM system is integrated with Facilities IQ via our API, you'll be able to enjoy seamless integration of SFG20 content within Facilities IQ to your connected FM system. You'll also receive SFG20 content update notifications, and you'll be able to choose when to accept these. These will then flow directly into your connected FM system. By choosing a provider that is part of the Digital Partner Programme, issues associated with manual imports become a thing of the past, and it also gives you the peace of mind that all maintenance works will be carried out in compliance with current industry standards, regulations and best practices. I'd now like to pass on to Allan Parker from Tabs FM, one of our brilliant digital partners, to introduce themselves and talk more about their integration with us.
Good afternoon, thanks for that, Jennifer. My name is Allan Parker. I'm a director of Tabs FM Limited. Tabs, the company, was set up back in 1992, and we spent the last 30 plus years developing a CAFM solution. We've now got over 40 modules within our management interface. We've also got customer portals, client and contractor portals, as well as our own mobile apps. The system is highly modular, i.e. the customers can just purchase the bits and pieces they want and add on to it. And we've also got our own bespoke development team that can develop and enhance the system based upon our client requirements. We've got various clients in different sectors, things like NHS, healthcare, education, commercial clients, sporting facilities, charities, anyone that needs to maintain a building, we've got a solution that will meet their requirements. If you could just go to your next slide, please, Jennifer. So the customization that we've done, the SFG20 integration is asset-led. So the asset information is very important. We have our own asset module, which can contain very basic information to advanced information, however you want it to set up. I.e. you can manage all your warranty, your depreciations, your life cycle of all your assets. And we can help you, the customer, get that asset information into the system. It can either be typed in manually, or we have our own data import utilities to get that information seamlessly across to the product. What's key for the integration to work is the asset description of an asset, and that will link to the SFG20 instruction, which if we go to the next slide, I'll be able to show you that. So in here, when you've aligned your asset description to your SFG20 instruction, you're then able to set the defaults and the parameters around the planned maintenance tasks that you want to create. That can be things like priorities, job descriptions, etc. You can also manage the skill sets based upon the criticality of the tasks. So some of your SFG20 or your planned maintenance jobs, you'll have the skill sets in-house to do. Some of the more critical items, you may need contractors, and that will create the various PPM schedules based upon the criteria that you select. And if you go to the last slide. So once the PPMs are created, you can use the management system, you can use the web portal, or you can use mobile technology to be able to manage them PPMs. We've also built the functionality so that when you're managing them jobs, you can create remedial tasks if things are not working or things like that seamlessly from the system. So it just makes it nice and easy to use. And then you can use the various reporting capabilities from the product to manage and make sure that your buildings are fully compliant using the SFG20 information.